Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 3 with our mono blue Devotion. Yes, we'd like to play first. Keepable, very keepable hand, incredibly good hand. We do need some lands, but we have a 1 and a 2 drop, and we're on the play. So this is ideal. I think maybe switching the Bident of Thassa for a land would be the ideal of ideals, because we do want the Hollow Triumph on turn 3. So 2 draws, we have 50% chance, over 50% chance to draw into a land in 2 turns for that on-time Hollow Triumph. But we do want, ideally, 2 lands in a row. So we'll just start off with Hypnotic Siren. And I can't believe how good this bestow is in this format right now with all these enormous dragons running around. That is only, what, 1 more mana than Silumgar to do almost the same thing Silumgar does? And it's going to be a Temple of Abandon, so maybe we won't see a dragon matchup. Wasn't last Playing on a Budget riddled with dragon as well? Or maybe that was one before that. That was just loaded with matchups with different dragon strategies. So a Temple of Abandon. This could still be Dragon Lord Atarka, Master of Bees. But that's a good welcome. So Frostwalker allows us to have another play next turn if we don't draw into a land. And this can put some pressure on if he tries to go like Caryatid here. Hornet's Nest would be very, very obnoxious if he has a Hornet's Nest. But that'd still be another turn before that can come out. So I'm hoping it's just Caryatid. And then he can't block either of them. He could block the Frostwalker, and then it's going to be a Mystic. I'll still make the trade if he wants to make it with a Frostwalker. So we do hit our land. That's very, very good. And now he's going to have to think twice about whether he wants the Frostwalker to stay or not. And this kills his ramp. And I've played... This looks like it is a Devotion-based deck, but with decks that I played Rattleclaw to Mystic in, you really want to get a Shaman out as quickly as possible. And this would make me very hesitant to block with the Rattleclaw. If he's a Devotion-based deck, he could decide to block with the Rattleclaw. He does not, so he's down to a 12. And if we can hit a Master of Waves, we have protection against Polukranos killing off the Master of Waves. Our tokens will still survive. Unless you can add an insane amount of Devotion, and then we're worse problems than just keeping our Master alive. So if it is Polukranos, yeah, that's unfortunate. But he's got to come to the point where he blocks sooner or later with Polukranos. Looks just like a Genesis Hydra or a Court of Calling for an Elvish Mystic. Genesis Hydra for a whopping 2, which it misses, but he's gonna block the Frostwalker for sure. But this is gonna take away 2 of his Devotion, and you never know, he might not actually block the Frostwalker and try to keep his Devotion alive. We do not hit that pivotal land drop there, but we do have a Stratus Dancer, which we can morph over. Even though, does he really have a lot of non-creature spells in the deck? So what I think we do is we slam in, and this will actually show us if he doesn't block, we'll cast the Stratus Dancer, not morph. Well, maybe we'll morph it. I think we morph it either way. So he needs his Devotion. He needs to hit like what, a Hornet Queen off that Devotion, and will he have enough? Yep, it's just going to be cast this face down. But smart player, he's really doing what he needs to do to win this game and using his life as a resource rather than just panicking and blocking the Frostwalker. Because here he can add... Nykthos Trend Nyx still isn't a net up, but if he can cast something like a Corsair Crewfix, or he needs a double green that just cost 2. It's just be probably a Corsair here. 4 mana, 5 mana with a Rattleclaw. 5 mana. It's going to be a Whisperwood Elemental, and that's not going to do it. So we will have the flyers at our disposal. And that's actually going to be 6 damage. So good old mono green Devotion. Really makes you think back to the Theros, Born of the Gods days. So, oops. One too many. And we'll attack in with the Hypnotic Siren and the Stratus Dancer. Alright, so we'll go to the sideboard. And Encase and Ices do seem really good here, of course. Believe it or not, I kind of like the Chasm Skulkers here because he goes out of control, but I go out of control with Chasm Skulkers. Disdainful Stroke seems good against the Devotion. Encases seem good. Master Waves are very good here. Cloudform, not so much. Cloudform, I don't know if I really care about. Too much hexproof. Frostwalker, believe it or not, might not be the right play here, or the Lurker. They both go through a lot of spells. The Hall of Triumph can stay as a one-of. I think I'm going to get rid of a Bident of Thassa here. And the biggest thing is Chasm Skulker something I want to try to play, or just kind of stick to my evasive flying Frostwalker, putting pressure on him. Again, Frostwalker doesn't seem necessarily be the right play. I think even the Lurker is a little bit better than Frostwalker. I'll keep a one of Frostwalker. The reason is like this time around he might just decide to block with Rattleclaw Mystics or Elvish Mystics. And I don't think that's the best value we can have on the draw. On the play, I think Frostwalker's a lot better. Like infinitely better. So is Bident of Thassa actually necessary in here instead of another Hall of Triumph? Or even a Cloudform? That's another evasive card, which I think Cloudform's actually better than Frostwalker in this instance. So the big question is it Bident of Thassa or another Cloudform? And we'll just run one of each of those. Well, do you know what? I want as much Devotion as possible. And I think it's going to be a Cloudform. And again, on the play, I think we can safely go down a card. So just going to really go the evasive route. One of the problems I had playing Mono Green Devotion in the last standard was cards that flew over top of me. I'll definitely keep this. Seems to be a pretty spread out. We need lands like crazy. Now, I, of course, am kicking myself for cutting that land, but we do have a play with Stratus Dancer. If we get to 3 mana, we have plenty of play. He doesn't have a first turn Elvish Mystic, so Frostwalker would have been okay here. But, I mean, there's still Rattleclaw Mystic. There's still Voyaging Satyr. There's still even Corsair Crewfix trades with it. I don't think he would trade with it, but it's still a possibility. And with this hand especially, I think the key is just getting that Devotion out. We hit our 3rd land, so we're in very good shape. We just needed to hit the 4th land in 3 draws. We'll go ahead and chuck out the Stratus Dancer to start the bleeding. And there's the Caryatid. So again, Frostwalker would be fine against a Caryatid draw. But Stratus Dancer is just as good. If Stratus Dancer doesn't give him the option to block it. Disdainful Stroke would be nice for later. Actually, I could have kept up Disdainful Stroke. We still have to worry about Polukranos a little bit. It looks like he's just going to Corsair here. And there's a Rattleclaw on top. So he wanted to hit a land. He probably still has another land in his hand, yeah. But he wanted to cheat out a land for sure. And now we might need to keep up the Silumgar Sorcerer rather than just chuck out a Cloudform. As if he tries for something huge, like Nykthos trying to Nyx next turn, we can counter it. There's a Hornet Queen. Now I'm really thinking we need to counter. Well, we'll have Disdainful Stroke. So he's going to Rattleclaw Mystic. In all honesty, I don't know if I quite care about a Rattleclaw Mystic. I'm just going to Sorcerer here and not counter anything. I think that's fine. And keep the Stratus Dancer alive. And then next turn we do have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he only has 5 next turn, so we could go Master Waves. So again, I'm wishing I would have Cloudform there. We'll just cast this guy and not exploit. And how greedy do I want to be? Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Nykthos trying to nix, it makes ton for a Hornet Queen. This adds 3 devotion. If I go greedy, nah, it's just going to be Master. Adds enough 2/1s, I think, to really get us there. But, I mean, if it's Nykthos trying to nix, I'm just done. If it's, yeah, Rattleclaw, I'm fine. So we know he has a Hornet Queen, and he'll have a Rattleclaw. And then 4 unknowns, because we did see this Rattleclaw from the reveal. I do have to worry about Asceticism Tactics as well. It's another card that they do have options. So now what we just need to leave up is a Disdainful Stroke. And 4 mana for Xenagos. And he's going to put a 2/2 guy out. So we kill Xenagos, though. We're not letting that guy spread. Wait, can I just Master Waves and kill him here, though? That's the question. 3, 6, 9. He can block 9, but take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm actually fine with just Cloudform and killing off Xenagos. Because I think just keeping up the Disdainful Stroke is the route to go. And I'll probably swing it with my Elementals as well this turn. It's a Hypnotic Siren underneath. So attack Xenagos, attack Xenagos, attack him, attack him, attack him, attack him. And we'll keep those, of course, back. No reach, so Xenagos will fall. And he'll be able to kill 1 with the Courser and then probably take 6. Or you never, he might just throw a Satyr in the way of another Elemental. Or he might just forget to block everything. And that's the ideal scenario. So, you know, he's really, really banking on 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, he missed the land drop. So he's really banking on that Hornet Nest coming out. We do have the Disdainful Stroke. And I don't see much of a way we lose this. Especially the Rattleclaw Mystic. We have 6 damage that is evasive. And 4 damage that will have to... And then that means everything else has to be blocked. We counter whatever... And then next turn we actually just Master Waves, and that's going to be lethal. Really no matter what he does. Because if he's tapping these guys... Yeah, that's game. So... Pretty simple matchup there against the Mono Green Devotion. We're on a roll here. Hitting the matchups we definitely want to see. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.